Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm Sue Rock, she, her, hers, speaking to you from the beautiful land of the Canarsie branch of the Lenape people here in New York City. How are you? How are you? How are you? Here we are, September 11th, 2020. I know so many people didn't realize that they'd make it through till September 11th, 2020, but alas, we're here. So, welcome everyone who's going to be coming to experience this great live read. But before we start, I just want to take a few moments to consider all the people who passed on 9/11 in 2001, but also everyone from that time till now. So if we could just take a few moments to think of those people who passed away from 9/11 circumstances. Ashe. How are you doing? How are you all doing? These weeks just don't stop. The hits keep on coming. It's really nonstop. The president just declared that he just didn't tell anyone the truth about what was happening in February and March and April, and that's more heartbreaking news. And of course, we send our condolences out to everyone and anyone who is watching who is out on the West Coast. From the West Coast, from the top to the very bottom, all the way through, coming in through Colorado and Texas, there are fires, there are fires, there are fires. So, wishing my condolences to all the people that have to be evacuated from all of those regions, and the continued fires and fire tornadoes that go on. Well, I want to let you guys know you are in for a treat as we enter the 6th chapter of Black Women for Beginners, Movers and Shakers. So I started this process, and I say it each time, not knowing who's visiting the first time. I started this as an effort to join the conversation around what was going due to the civil unrest throughout July all the way through. That's continuing. And it seems clear that there needed to be a little primer on Black women. As we're about to have a Black woman vice president, she says proactively, it was time for folks to really understand who Black women are. What kinds of things have they done in the world? What is the history? What is the activity of Black women? Many people have Black women friends, or are Black women, have Black women family members. But really, what is the story behind that strength and behind the courage and creativity and indomitable spirit? Well, that's what this book, Black Women for Beginners by S. Pearl Sharp, is all about. And it's written in such an entertaining way, I figured I'd take it on as a live read on Friday night. So if you look through my videos here on Facebook, also it's on Instagram and it's on YouTube, you'll be able to see the previous weeks of the live read of Black Women for Beginners. So it starts out with an intro every week in which I introduce myself and say hi, and then I set up the technology and it's off to the read. So it's very similar to a reading rainbow kind of experience, but for 2020. So here we go. Do know that Black Women for Beginners is used with the permission of the author and the publishers. So I took the time when I thought of doing this book, because it was here in my home, to contact the writer, S. Pearl Sharp. She's amazing. She's an indomitable spirit, and she's in California. So I contacted her. She loved the idea, and I was off to the races. See, S. Pearl Sharp creates cultural art for eye, ear, and heart as a poet, playwright, storyteller, filmmaker, essayist, and artivist with a mission to illuminate and instigate. So for Black Women for Beginners, the book I'm reading to you, she collaborated with Los Angeles-based artist Beverly Hawkins Hall. And they created 3 characters who lead us through the book. Sister Eve, the first known diva. Mojenho Daro, she's your Aunt Viola from our ancient existence, and choir member. You know who she is. She's always holding her note. Black Women for Beginners was first published 27 years ago. It's the 58th title in the popular For Beginners series of documentary comic books. The series was created by the late Glenn Thompson, who was one of the few African American mainstream publishers, and he also owned Harlem River Press. For more on me, you can check out www.suerock.com. And if you'd like to check out Black Women for Beginners and, purchase it and read along as I'm reading, you would check out www.forbeginnersbooks.com/black-women. And of course, for more on S. Pearl Sharp, you could check her at www.spearlsharp.com and her YouTube channel, A Sharp Show Channel. And now, without further ado, let's get into reading Black Women for Beginners, Chapter 6, Movers and Shakers. I will be right back.